Hey there my friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Liz, my company is Hello From Liz Mathews, and I am so excited to spend a little bit of Christmas time with you today on December 23rd, 2023. It is episode 81. I hope that you have been well and that this last week has been good and cheerful and joyful and has a little bit of stitching involved since I chatted with you last Saturday. Before I get any further, just in case I forget it later, I want to wish you a very, very Merry Christmas if you celebrate. I hope that it is happy and peaceful and filled with those you love. Good food, good stitching time, laughter, all of the good things. I wish that for you. It has been really, really, really crazy here, but I am so excited to be chatting with you today because as soon as we hang up, I am going into major clean mode. Not looking forward to that, but we do host lots of family and friends, and I can't wait to see all of them starting tomorrow. How did that happen? I swear. You could probably look at every Christmas video I've done for the past 4 years that I have had a YouTube channel, and I say the same thing right before Christmas. I don't know how we got here. I blinked and it's Christmas Eve. I am so much looking forward to seeing everybody and gifting them things that I have been collecting. I love gifting presents. I can't wait to share them with everybody starting tomorrow. And not looking forward to the cleaning, but really looking forward to this little bit of time that we are going to chat about all of the things I love so much with you. Before I get too far, here's a reminder that everything I mention, friends, products, my contact information, anything that you might need to know will be in the description box of this video, listed chronologically. You don't need to take notes or jot anything down. I will put it all down there for you. You can just sit back, stitch, relax whenever you may be watching this. I have seen a real uptick in YouTube videos lately, and they're fantastic, but I feel like I'm missing so much. So if you don't get to this until the new year, whenever, I hope that you enjoy watching it. I have such a show and tell, like, imagine we have just sat down for coffee and it's like your friend is like chomping at the bit to tell you all the things. That's how I feel. I feel like this is a show and tell video. I have FFOs, I have WIPS, I have all the things. I hope that you are ready. I feel like I'm just like bursting at the seams to tell you all of these things. So in case you are curious what my holiday plans are, I like to just, share some personal things with you. I am looking forward to Mom and Mare, and I believe my friend Annie coming into town. Annie lives here, Mom lives here. Everybody coming over tomorrow to celebrate Christmas Eve and Christmas with us. It will be very, very low key, just sitting around eating good food with some wine. Santa will drive by on his fire truck sometime in the evening. Usually I am not awake. I'm barely awake to watch it. So Santa goes through every single street in the surrounding neighborhoods, and you hear the like the horn of the fire truck belting out a Christmas carol for hours before Santa actually comes down our road. We all run out and we wave and we cheer, but usually, I think last year I may have actually been in bed because it's like 10 o'clock that he finally makes it by, and by 8 I'm done. I am done. Maybe you can relate. There's been a lot happening these past couple days, this past couple weeks, getting ready for the holiday. So like very low key, I'm ready for bed early, and that may happen again this year. I don't know. So we'll have company tomorrow, and then Christmas morning we wake up and do presents with Mom and Mare, and then we head to my in-laws for dinner and presents. Then we'll come home and crash before my dad and Eva arrive the following day, Tuesday, and they are here for a couple days and we'll celebrate Christmas with them. So it's going to be a bit of a whirlwind, which is partially why I'm so excited to sit down and chat with you today. I don't know when I'll get to stitch again or just kind of sit and relax, but I do plan on being back with you in another week, although it's seeming like Saturday is my Flosstube day. Lately, not so much Friday, but I will be back with you before the new year, which reminds me, in my latest video, by the way, I have no notes. We are winging it 100% this time. in my last video, despite the fact that I wrote it on my notes, I forgot to ask you. I'm planning on doing an end of year wrap up video, kind of a superlative, best of, worst of, like just notable things about my year, whether that be products, business things, favorites, all the things. What are some 2023 superlatives you would like me to cover? I'm thinking things like total number of finishes, number of designs released, favorite thread of the year, favorite fabric of the year, stuff like that. What are some things you are curious about? It can be personal things like my favorites or highlights of the year. I do plan on sharing that with you, as well as business things. I think some people are very interested in the business aspect, so I am opening the floor to you. Put it in the comments below if there's anything you would like me to cover in my year-end wrap-up video. I'm really looking forward to seeing some of the things you guys are curious about and suggest. So that is coming, along with a WIP parade by Liz Mathews. That is unheard of. That has never happened before. But I got startitis. If you saw my last video from last Saturday, I said at the end I was feeling like a new start and I felt like I needed to do it. I did it. So we're gonna talk about that in a little bit. Okay, let's dive in. I have so much here to show you. I don't even know where to start. I have been gifted so many things and I appreciate them so much. I want to preface this video by saying everything I sharing with you today is not about the things, it's about the kindness and thought that went into these beautiful gifts that were sent my way and how heartwarming they are. So I just want to put that out there. I have a lot to show you and that's what it's about. So let me start by sharing with you a gift that my mom gave me. She was over yesterday wrapping a couple presents and dropping off some things to put under the tree just to save her the trip and the hassle of doing it on Christmas morning. Thought it was a great idea. And I just, asked if I could open one now. She's probably laughing as she sees this because she's been hearing that question for 40 years because I don't have a lot of patience and I like to open presents. So she actually said yes. And she said, I'm only giving this to you because you can show it on your Flosstube video tomorrow. Fine by me. Look at these gorgeous scissors Mom ordered for me. I have never seen scissors like this before. I absolutely love them. I've not taken them out of the package so far. How should I do it? I wanted to keep it nice and beautiful to show you, but okay. I think showing you out of the packaging will be better. Look at the birds. Aren't they just gorgeous? Have you ever seen those? I have not. I am so excited to use these and taking the little plastic sheath off. Ooh, they feel good. You know that like smooth feeling? They feel really good. So I don't know if these are gonna be usable, like put in my stitching bag scissors or photo scissors because they are stunning. Look at that. I just love them. Thank you so much, Mom. She ordered these from a shop in England, which I had never heard of, and she wrapped them up in the same kind of waxed paper bag that they sent them to her in because it's so fantastic. I will, of course, put the information below, but it's from the London Loop. Gorgeous knitting and haberdashery supplies, loopknitting.com. That bag is so pretty. So I'm happy to have that too. I'm gonna save it. I'll tear it out, put it on my bulletin board. But aren't those gorgeous? I love them. I am very curious to explore that website. There's nothing like a new website. A rabbit hole. My new favorite word of the year. I'm going down so many rabbit holes. And maybe this will be a new one. So I just wanted to show you that. My mind is going a billion miles an hour. I think that will translate probably in like how fast I'm talking, me stumbling over my words. I apologize in advance, but it's just where I am. I have some finishes. We're gonna go all over the place in no order. I have some finishes. Let me show you just one for now. I finished my Dimensions ornament. Here it is up close. One of the recent videos that we chatted about this in, I had finished all of the stitching and I just needed to put in the back stitching and the eyelet stitches, and obsessed is a bit of an understatement. I love how this came together so much, and I love how the back stitching and fancy stitches tied it all together. It is so beautiful. It was so much fun to stitch, and the fact that I actually FFO'd it, kind of unheard of, and I'm so happy I did because it's been hanging on my tree. I took it off just to show you because I am so pleased with it. So this is Rudolph's Tree Farm. It's one of the 6 ornaments included in the Christmas Village Ornament Kit by Dimensions. I've talked about this a lot. I highly encourage you to pick this up and stitch your favorite ornaments. I plan on doing one yearly. So much fun. They are not quick. They are not quick, and I so wish I would have shown you the back of this piece before I FFO'd it. It is hilarious. It's about as dense on the back as it is on the front because I just kept going. I am not a perfect stitcher. I am not a perfect finisher. Never will be, but I get it done, and I love this so much. So I mounted my stitching on a piece of hexagonally cut foam core, and I trimmed it with some faux greenery and attached some French General fabric to the back with a hanger, and this baby is going right back on my tree. I love it. I think the next one I'm gonna stitch, I've talked about it before, is gonna be the bakery. Not sure when I will get that started, but I of course have all the threads because it's a full kit and I love it. Just had to share that and show it off to you because I'm so proud of it. Now, speaking of like Christmas Village pieces, I have to share with you some happy mail I received from a very dear friend. When I opened this, you should have seen the smile on my face. This is such an amazing gift, and I cannot believe that I own this collection and that my friend was willing to share this, gift this to me. It is the Heritage Village Collection cross-stitch pattern books for Department 56. You all know I collect Department 56 Dickens Village. I love it beyond measure. It's this is a normal level of loving it. I'm like up here. It's very strange. It's the same way I feel about these Dimension kits I've been stitching. They just bring irrational joy to my heart. So there is a collection of books of cross stitch based on the Department 56 villages, and there are 3 of them. They are all now in my cross stitch library, and I cannot even believe it. There is the Christmas in the City series, the New England Village series, and the Dickens Village series. These books are beautiful. They feature not only cross-stitch patterns, but images of the Department 56 houses. I'm trying to find a publication date. And they're so beautiful. I have not had the time to sit down and really pour through these and decide what I want to stitch first, where I want to begin. My friend Kia B, likely you know her, has one of these books as well, and she's got some plans, and I don't want to tell you what it is because I want her to share that news with you, but she is very inspiring, and I want to just copy her. So be sure to check out her videos to learn what she's doing. This book collection, I feel like I want to wrap this up and put it under my tree. I honestly had no idea these even existed until recently when Kia told me, and then when my friend sent these to me, I could have just keeled over a very happy stitcher. So thank you, thank you, thank you. I cannot wait to look through these. These will bring me so much joy and so much happy stitching ahead. What a find. If you are ever in a secondhand bookstore, if you're ever browsing eBay and you see these, get it. Get it, get it, get it. Let me know if you're interested in a flip through. I still owe you flip throughs of some of the French style cross stitch books I've been loving. This is another collection that a flip through would be ideal for because they're so good. Want to see another finish that's not mine? My friend Annie is a stitcher. You should follow her on Instagram. Her Instagram handle is xoNeedleInTheHayxo, linked below. She is a stitching machine. I love what she stitches. Oh, it's so beautiful. And she gifted me a piece that she stitched this winter. She had shown this on her Instagram and I just loved it. It was hanging on her tree and I was like, that's so pretty. And then when I opened up a box and this was inside from her, it just made me so happy. Look at this. Look at those little mouths. Mice. Look at those little mice. Aren't they so sweet? Below the dotted mushroom, I love it. And what's so funny is when I opened this, I was like, oh, it's me and Annie. And she and I got together to go to the stitching post this week. I'll show you what I got in just a second. But I was thanking her for this and telling her how much I loved it. And she said, it's like you and me, little Christmas mice. And I was like, that's exactly what I was thinking too. So I think it's so sweet that she and I both made up the same story in our head. I love this. It has been on my tree too. I took it off just to show you. There is something so touching and sentimental about a gift like this that I will just treasure forever. I love it, Annie. Thank you so, so much. I really am just sprawled out with stuff. It's a bit overwhelming. Okay, let me show you what I got at the stitching post because we were just talking about it. All my WIPS. Okay. This is not going to be a great video for you to listen to with earbuds, because I feel like I have a lot of rustling of papers to do. So I was very well behaved at the stitching post and got only a few things that I needed. I got 2 Lady Dot Creates chenille trims. One is downstairs because I already was trying to use it for something. You'll see in just a second. I got Sizzle, which is a magenta pink. Very bright, very bold, very not traditionally my style, but I liked it. And then I also got some Rainy, which I think I might have already had. I have this bad habit of buying Lady Dot Create products in duplicates because I guess I like the same colors again and again. What I picked up at the stitching post is a repeat purchase. It is a fat half of 36 count Fox and Rabbit Ocean Air fabric. Do you know what this is for? I feel like you do. This is a substitution for the Aida fabric that is in all of the Dimensions kits that I have been purchasing. I am not an Aida stitcher. I prefer stitching on linen, and this is a fantastic color substitution. So I went ahead and got a fat half because I may or may not have a lot of Dimension kits in my stash now. And I knew that I wanted to replace some of the fabric in a particular piece. Where is it? Here it is. This is a kit that I spent a little time Zooming with Kia to prep this week, which was so much fun. I have to say this season is crazy. It's just crazy. But the moments that I'm getting with my friends, whether that's just a Zoom or an Instagram chat or a trip to the stitching post, or you know, a meal with my mom or family, like that's what's getting me through. So Kia and I did a little virtual date and we both spent some time putting the threads on cards for this piece, which I think we both plan on starting in the new year. I'm not really sure. I plan on getting a needle going on this very soon. It's gorgeous. It's called Holiday Village by Dimensions. You can get this pretty readily on Amazon, really anywhere, but I am replacing the Aida fabric in that with this, so now I can get started. And I did my thread carding the same way I have done in the past and showed you. I take little cardstock squares, punch 2 holes, put the thread in there. There is a lot, there always is, which makes these bags really perfect because they're so large. But I'm excited to get started on this. I think it is so very beautiful. Hopefully there's enough fabric in that fat half cut to do more than one piece, but we'll see. It takes a lot, it really, really does. So that's a little kind of, I'm gonna consider that a WIP, because the prep for starting a Dimensions kit, it's not little, it's quite a lot. That was probably 2+ hours. I mean, we were chatting while we did it, but I'm gonna consider that some stitching time, right? Right. Would you like to see another finish? Who am I? Who am I? This is my ornament commemorating my trip to Phoenix with Liz. I chatted with you about this throughout the entire stitching process. This is ink Circles Arranging Cacti. It is only half of the original charting. The original charting had this just mirror imaged on the other side. So I just cut it off and added some words, Arizona 2023, LMLB. That is my and Liz's initials, just a little like keepsake from our trip. And I was able to finish this yesterday in a finishing frenzy, and I love it. I thought the gold tinsel really kind of went along with the fact that this was a girls' getaway trip, and I think it's beautiful. It's going on the tree along with those other 2 pieces. I'm gonna have quite a full cross stitch tree, and I have to say, it's only making me want to make more. They just make me so happy, so happy. Update for you. The moose mugs, they never arrived. We ended up canceling the order because it was so lost, but I did get my Griswold's family Tree Farm sweatshirt, which I will be sporting all Christmas. Very comfy. Makes me happy. I'm going to see some more kits. I was gifted 2 beautiful kits from Annie that I cannot wait to show you. I can't believe she got these for me. So kind. Excuse me, I need to step away and have a drink of water, and I will be just right back with you. Sorry about that. I have these 2 kits that Annie gifted me for Christmas. One day, she and I were just like scrolling the internet, sending beautiful kits back and forth. Did you see this? Did you see this? Did you see this? And she got 2 that she knew I loved that made her think of me. The first is a Luca-S kit that's all Paris themed. How gorgeous. You have the Arc de Triomphe, Sacré-Cœur, the Eiffel Tower, a Paris Market Street. Like, put me right there right now, please. I love this. I love the color, how it's a muted color palette with pops of color. And I did open this up and start checking it out. It is going to be so much fun to stitch. This is a biggie. This is 25.3 inches by 12.78 inches long. It is long, but that's okay. I will just make slow and steady progress on it, and I think this is so pretty. So pretty. I can't wait to start on this. Just like I can't wait to start on the Letistitch kit that she got me. I've already transferred it to my like working bag because this is like top priority. Want to start this ASAP. let me show you the piece she got. It is called Regent Street. It is a scene of London. Oh man. There are no words. Absolutely stunning. I've been seeing pictures on Instagram of Regent Street in London right now with the angels lit up and illuminated. Oh, it's stunning. And I wish I were there so badly. One day I will be. Joe and I were in London in April to celebrate his birthday, and I don't think it's the last trip that we're taking there. So beautiful, but look how much fun this stitch will be. I can't wait to start on this. Like I said, ASAP. Now this is interesting. This is my first kit from Letistitch, so I was unpacking it and kind of studying it and looking at it and thinking what I need. This has gridded fabric included, which is completely new to me. And through the paperwork included in the kit, where is it? I have determined that the grid lines wash out if you submerge in water. Now that gives me pause because you would be submerging your piece after you've done all of that intricate, gorgeous stitching. So I don't know about that, but I am very tempted to use this piece of fabric. This is, what is this? 16 count Aida. It is much softer than what I am used to holding. That's a biggie. So I might give it a go on this fabric. We'll see. Maybe I will fall in love with it. But the gridded aspect is really, really intriguing because I think it would be easier to park stitches that way rather than always like be cutting and strand completing. So this is super, super intriguing. And another thing that I discovered about Letistitch, which by the way has the exact same paperwork and contact information as Luca-S. Are they the same company under one umbrella? Because I have a question and I was going to contact them and I saw that it was Luca-S. So maybe it's the same company, two companies under one umbrella. So, okay. The chart, fantastic. Big, easy to photocopy to make a working copy for myself. And because I am a highlighter, so I don't want to destroy my original chart. There is a version for the cross stitches, and then there's a version that has the back stitching on it. Fantastic. All of the charts have the symbols that are printed on the thread cards. What am I trying to say? These threads don't have numbers. It's all based on symbols. Of course, they're the symbols on the thread cards. I don't know. Forget I said that. Ooh. This is the first time I'm processing that this is a metallic. Oh, that's going to be used on all of the angels. Oh, yes. But there is a page in the chart that threw me that I might contact them about. I've heard they have excellent customer service. This, what is this? I don't understand this. It definitely correlates with the angels, but I am not sure how because these are all tiny symbols. Ungridded. I am confused. If you have any information for me, if you have stitched this, if you know what that means, please let me know. I don't know that I don't think it's imperative to figuring out how to stitch this, but we'll see. Okay, that was a lot of chat about this chart, but I am very, very excited, and like this is absolutely going to be started ASAP. You can tell I've dived into like the prep work of it, and I cannot wait to start that. What a gift. What a gift. I love it. Okay. Soup. What else do I have to show you? Because you know it's not done yet. Mare Santa. Remember last Saturday when we were chatting and it dawned on me that I needed to finish Mare Santa like that night, and I meant finish stitching, FFO, and get it ready? It didn't happen. It didn't happen. We left the following day for Mare's birthday celebration, which was so much fun. We went to a winery, had great wine, great company, great celebrating, but I didn't get her Santa done. This whole season has been a bit of balancing expectations and reality, and that's very hard for me, but it's been a lesson. And this Santa is just the perfect example of that lesson in real life. So I didn't get her Santa done, but I did get it done for Christmas. I FFO'd this morning. In all honesty, I FFO'd my 2 ornaments that I showed you already, and then moved a piece of paper in my little stitching cart here and saw Mayor Santa and thought, oh yeah, I have to FFO that. Completely out of my mind, like gone. Whatever. I FFO'd it this morning. Love it. So let me tell you a little bit about Mayor Santa. This is the 2003 Prairie Schooler Santa. There is the card, and here is my version. This is the fifth Santa that I have stitched for Mare. I got to see the other 4 when I went home to visit her for her birthday last week, and the other 4 that I have stitched for her are all framed. However, when I was home for her birthday, she said, I was browsing the internet and I saw that somebody took all of their Prairie Schooler Santas and they were hanging on a ladder, not unlike this ladder, maybe a little bit smaller. Don't mind my space heater. And she just loved that look. And I was like, okay, I'll switch it up. So that is what I did this year. I took her Prairie Schooler Santa and mounted it to a piece of foam core. I trimmed it again in that faux wired greenery, which is such a great finishing product. If you see any in store, please do yourself a favor and pick it up. It is so versatile and you'll be so happy you have it. And then I added 2 metal snowflakes. These were left over from my Jingle Ball classes, and a metal chain to hang. Can you see that there? So Mare can hang this anywhere she wants. She could just prop it somewhere. It's a really, really useful and, like I said, versatile finish. I hope that she likes it. I will be wrapping this up and it's going under the tree today. I keep finding more presents I have to wrap. I keep thinking I'm done, and then lo and behold, here's another one. So this is going in a box. It is all ready to go, but I'm so happy that I got to share with you the FFO of it. It's so different than anything I've done for her in the past, and I really, really hope she likes it. Also, the white really did work out, as we chatted about in the last video. The white thread versus the ecru on the khaki colored 32 count fabric from Weeks Dye Works really, really stands out and was the way to go. So again, thank you for helping me save this piece and not needing to restart it. That is my last FFO. Yay, 3 FFOs for the week. I think that is absolutely a record. Yay. Okay, putting that aside, I have another little box of treasures that I was gifted from Annie, along with those kits, because she and I are just both down the rabbit hole. I'm gonna try to find another word to use, because I feel like I've said it so many times, but we're just stitching our hearts out, basically. And she found a collection of little treasures that she shared with me this Christmas that I had to show you, because you might need them in your life as well. Do you know what this is? This is so cool. This is a stand for putting your charts in. I'm so sorry. Oh my gosh. This is a stand for putting your charts in. So you could just put this on a table and then prop your chart in here. Let me demonstrate for you. Okay, maybe I need to figure out how to use this. It works better on a table. But it holds your charts, your iPad if you are a tablet stitcher. So cool. I love this. It's going in my stitcher tray right there as soon as I finish this video. So that's awesome. And then look at this sweet little gadget, I guess you would say, that she got me. This is a sweet sharp macaron. So you know the sweet little treats, the French candies, macarons that are so delicious? This gadget is shaped just like one, except it has dual function. This is a needle minder, so you can stick your needles on the top and they won't go anywhere. But then the cream center is actually a needle sharpener. So it looks like foam, but when you insert your needle into it, it is constantly sharpening your needle. How cool is that? This is also going on my stitcher's tray as soon as I wrap up with you. I'm going to put it right in the corner. There is a magnet on my stitcher's tray. I plan on putting it right on top and just leaving it there for collecting needles and sharpening it. If you want to see the box, this is what it looks like. I have no idea where she got this, but if you ever see one, I think just cuteness factor alone, not to mention the functionality, you should put one in your cart too, because this is darn cute. She also gave me this has not been used yet, a thread conditioner in a case. How cool is that? So you would just run your thread through the little strips on either side of that case. Can you see it's refillable? So if you go through the entire, what I'm assuming is beeswax cake in here, you can replace it and keep your thread nice and conditioned. How fun is that little collection of trinkets that I cannot wait to report back to you on and use? So, so sweet. I absolutely love them. This leaves me with some WIPS. Why am I saving that till the end? I don't know. It's just what happened. I have a couple WIPS, and I won't keep you here too long. It is a busy time of year, so just two things to share with you. These are both new starts since my last video on Saturday when I was just feeling new starty. I did it. I did two. So they are both Dimensions kits. And in addition to this, I've actually also stitched something for the membership, which I plan on releasing right after Christmas. So I have actually gotten quite a lot of stitching in. I didn't really realize it till I was sitting here chatting with you, but okay. Where is the cover sheet? This is the Mereshka kit. This comes, let me put this back together. This is the Mereshka kit autumn sampler. This was a brand new start. Here's the cover. Beautiful layered fabric piece with blackberries, a fox, some bugs, an acorn. I think it's beautiful. Such a different color palette for me as well. I'm usually not drawn to purples, but in this case I totally was, and I got a start. A meager start, but a start nonetheless. I replaced the fabric. Was not prepared for this. I replaced the fabric with Vintage Country Mocha because again this was sent with Ada and that is not my style stitching. So I started with the background fabric, which is darker, and I replaced it with a 36 count Vintage Country Mocha. And this is as far as I have gotten. Not too far at all, but it is the center blackberries at the bottom. So right here. Very, very fun, and did not take me too long. This was one night of hanging out with Joe watching, we were either watching baking shows or house hunting in the UK shows. Those are our favorite things to watch together. But I really like the bold colors, which are so unusual and fun for me to work with. I love following this pattern. The chart is easy to read and it's large and really, really good. This is a series of seasonal patterns. So there is a winter, a spring, and a summer, all in this style that has like layered fabric. They have now all made their way to my 1, 2, 3 wish list because just that many stitches in and I'm loving it so much. So that was a new start since I saw you last. That might have been, no, that was my second new start. My first new start was these bags. The zippers, not good. Okay. Was Dimensions Woodland Glow. There is the cover. This is done on navy fabric, which I have to admit was different. When I say different, I do mean slower. Where are you, navy fabric? I replaced the included navy 16 count Aida with a what is 16 count 16 count Zweigart linen, and I got this far. Wow, that's actually further than I thought. So I am starting, let me show you, down here, and I got to the rabbits, and I have not done the back stitching on the rabbits, but you can see I went up here and then in. My friend Angela really loves those rabbits. And here is where I got. So Angela is also stitching this. She has a Flosstube. I will link her below, and she is a definite enabler. So this is kind of her fault, but isn't it so pretty? There's a lot of half stitches in there, well, there's actually a lot of full stitches too. I thought that I purchased 36 count fabric, but it turns out I purchased 32. It's no problem. Just a little bit bigger than I'm used to working with, but it means that I am able to stitch everything exactly as dimension calls for, in so much as when they say use 4 strands for your half stitches, I can do that. So that's kind of nice. It's kind of less thinking and adapting for the fabric. But those are my 2 new starts. Ooh, I've just chatted with you for 42 minutes. Thank you for letting me just be all over the place, share all of my happy Christmas treasures and things I have received. I hope that you guys have a very, very Merry Christmas, a great week, and I will be back with you. Don't forget to let me know what superlatives of 2023 you'd like to see in my next video. I wish you all the very best. Until next time, I'll talk to you later. Bye.